Greetings everyone, we're looking at Eliminator on the ZX Spectrum 48K as we listen to this rather random music. My name's Nick, but not the Nick that Jones that done that music there, so don't blame me. This game was sometimes known as Rockstar XRI for some reason, published by Hewson Consultants in 1988, come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64, TAR ST I believe, and I've already reviewed it on the what have I reviewed it on? The Commodore Amiga, that's it, get together Nick. It's a racer shooter type game where you must clear highways of an alien infestation. I do know a poke of this game, so if I don't get very far, which is likely, we'll have a go with the cheat on. But at the moment there's no cheat, so... this is moving quite fast. This is looking impressive as a Spectrum game first of all. But seeing stuff is a problem. Now there are power-ups to collect on this, but as I'm suspecting, it's going to be a bit hard to distinguish between what can kill you and what you can pick up, because it all seems a bit the same colour. Now that's a twisty alien dragony thing. A nice checkerboard runway or road, which gives us an evolution of speed. You can see quite far into the distance, and coding wise they've done a great job here doing this on the ZX Spectrum anyway for 48K. Ever so slightly flickery, but this is the best they could do as I crash into there. I should have gone up the ramp. So 1988 this one. This is a bit of an eye test, which a lot of the Spectrum games were. Now across the left you can see different weapons. We've only got one so far, but we can pick up other ones. And on the right, first of all there's the weapons bar in yellow. If we use all that, we run out of weapons, which is not good. And below is a blue bar representing our health. I'm not quite sure how many stages there are on this thing. When I did the Amiga, I think I struggled. Cool, that's great. When I struggled to do the even first one. Avoid all obstacles or you blow it like that. So game over. And it all was very brief. What's going on with this music? Right, we'll have another go about the poke on, then we'll do it. Unless I complete the game on this, which is, well, we don't know. So we're in our super ship. Aliens, for some unknown reason, have occupied our highway, making the delivery of stuff pretty awkward. So let's send it in the Eliminator, which is me. Right, go between those. Right, sometimes you have to shoot obstacles out of the way. Quite often there's moving obstacles to kill also. But the road goes from yellow to green. I think later on it might even flip upside down. Hooray! So a nice concept here. There is another game I've been told to review called Trailblazer. I'm not sure if it's similar to this one, so yeah. What do you mean? I just contradicted myself. I've been told it's similar, but I don't know. Yeah, that works. So we're in a green tunnel. I am tripping out a bit here. I feel like there's some strange substance in the room, or I'm in Camden in London, where the air is just naturally druggy anyway. That's clever how they've done the undulation. I think it's just an illusion of undulation without actually undulating anywhere, maybe. Yeah, very good. Very good. Programmed really well, but does it make a good game? It's a very tough game, but I say it was a good game. Once your eyes adjust, and if you're used to playing a lot of Spectrum games, you would have been used to this anyway. It's okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm impressed by the speed it's moving for 48K. I don't seem to be able to shoot these things out the way, which is awkward. Right, boom, right. That's it now. The time for playing sensible is over. Let's put a poke in. Written by John Wildsmith. Eliminator. This is the future, folks. I don't know what year this is. Concept by John Phillips. Hello, John, if you're watching. You put together a good game. It does feel a bit mad. Right, so in theory, we shouldn't die now. In theory. We'll soon find out. I've never got up to the maximum weapons here. Yeah, that's it. Right, we would have died a few times there. Jet boosters on maximum. We're not going to complete the whole game here. I just want to give you a flavour of the first few stages to see if the gameplay changes a bit. But essentially we seem to have a tunnel, a straight, and then curves. And that's it really. And various obstacles. There's the ramp. Now, here is weapons to... Right, on the left was upgrade weapons, on the right was extra power. So as I say, it's very tricky unless you played another version of it to know what can kill you and what's advantageous to help you. So that's the bit of a problem here. But take that out of the way, it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. it's a lot of puzzler, I suppose, as well. You have to learn the path. Once you've learned it, you probably do it quite quick. But it's knowing the right path to take each time. Okay, good. That's brilliant, that. Oh, my eyes went weird then. Into the green tunnel. I have been told that you can drive on the ceiling in future stages, upside down, so that'd be enough to do it. Very similar to the Space Harrier, that checkered thing going across. I wish I knew how they coded it, or to see the coding. When the Spectrum next comes out, I'm sure people will get making games. It's going to be an exciting time. I'm really looking forward to that. Not quite sure when it's coming out. I think it's been crowdfunded at the moment, but in theory it should be awesome. Like retro modern gaming at the same time, which is a bit unusual. The games I guess won't look completely like Spectrum. They'll look like well, modern day Spectrum, whatever that is. We've completed the first level. Boom. Stage 2 looks similar. We're in a tunnel of green. So be conservative with your weapons unless you've got a cheat mode on. The future alien infestation. I'm mixing up my words now. If you want to know any other games where you're cleaning an alien highway of aliens, then it's Alien Highway. Check that one out. More of a 3D isometric, that game, that one. Alien Highway. Had a sequel as well. No, I think Alien Highway was the sequel. Anyway, check it out. Right, it's just a question of seeing the different levels now, folks. No music. I would have died then because I had to shoot the barrier. Any ramps? Ramps are good. Yeah. Actually, I'm getting a bit bored now. Boom, boom. See, cheating's alright to see the game, but it does take away all the skill, to be honest with you. When you see red, that means you have to shoot stuff out the way. It's sort of glittery red. This is a long tunnel, isn't it? Right, weave left, right, left, right. Obstacle course, you won't fool me here. Collision detection's pretty good, if you can see what's coming at you. Round. 1988 though, so late 80s. If you had a 16-bit version, probably best to play this on the Amiga. But for a Spectrum game, what it's trying to do, they've done great. And they did great quite a lot of times. Attempting stuff that machine really shouldn't be able to cope with. Sometimes it really struggles if you're doing multiple graphics, like Mercs, which I reviewed a few weeks ago, and Galaxy Force. Those ones don't lend it to it. So the simple games, I think, work best. But from a programming point of view, this is quite nice. Stage 3. How many stages will we do before we bow out here? Did you have this game? Did you complete it without the cheats on? Let me know, because if you did, then you must have put quite a lot of time into this. I don't believe it came out on the arcades. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if that's the case. I might have researched this better on the Commodore Amiga review and said, yes, it did come out on the arcades and just forgotten. But we review so many games. 8-bit glory, here we go. I wouldn't mind cockpit view on this if you want to do a remake, anyone. Are Hewson Consultants still going? Are you? If so, are you going to design stuff for the Spectrum next? Is there going to be a new industry that develops for the Spectrum next? New houses coming out? Bit tricky. Tricky to know. It's going to have half a megabyte on, I think, that system. Compared to 48K, that's just, well, that's the future. Almost 30 years in the future, actually. Must be near the end now. You never know how far the level you've got here. You see I've got a second weapon. Type in Q to upgrade that, but there's 4 other ones, and I might have missed trying to pick them up because I can't quite see where they are. As we skirt around the outsides, another dragon-y type thing. Goodbye, you're not going to cause any bother. Avoid those blue bombs, don't run into them. Bowling balls of doom. Yeah, I feel like I'm playtesting this one. That must be the end, mustn't it? Good. Keep blinking. If you're playing this game, remember to blink or else your eyes are going to just fall out. Stage Patra. Or 4, as we say in the UK. Back in the tunnel. And it's undulating tunnel. Look at the top and the bottom. Good. Oops, I would have died then, for sure. Shoot through the red bits. Right, keep weaving. I'm weaving a basket here, folks. I won't ask you what your favourite basket is. Bike basket, bread basket. I ask you a lot of dumb stuff, and occasionally you answer. And if it's been quite a while since I've done the review, I can't remember the silly questions. So sometimes I see a comment and think, what the bloody hell is that person on about? Oh yeah, it's the answer to some stupidity I had. I'll try to remember. Sometimes I have to watch it again. Right. Only one speed in this game. You can't slow down and go quicker, from what I can tell. Which, yeah, one set speed. Just go and die. They're the only speeds you can do. What do I think of this game? Well, I think I've told you. Graphics is good. Speed of the gameplay is good. Sound of what there is quite good. Gameplay very tricky without the cheats on, because it's hard to distinguish the enemy from everything else. So it's a little bit flawed in that respect. But if you, as a fan of Spectrum games, you wouldn't be able to get around that with your Spectrum eyes. So it's a good game. That's what I say. Some people would have hated it. You know. If I didn't have a cheat, I probably wouldn't be saying sweary words by now. Through the gates. Come on. Yellow or green. Well, nice to see some other colours. I'm sure they could have done it. Red, white. Yeah, white would have been good. Like a nice snow stage. Come on, let's drive around. We've got weapon number 2. Someone's put these barriers in the way, probably to stop alien life, and there they are. We need to just to fumigate the system, or blow up the whole road, or build a bypass or something. Why are aliens always trying to kill us? Is it something we've done? They know that perhaps they treat us like a virus because we've ruined this planet. Perhaps they think wherever we go they're just going to ruin stuff, so they're treating us like, I don't know, some sort of parasite that invades foreign worlds. You know, I think that could be it, actually. I've cracked it. That's why aliens want to kill us, because we're, well, some sort of vermin. Hooray! Or maybe that's not the case. Maybe every civilization goes through that at some point. Well, I hope we're not going through it that long. 100 years ago, that's where most of our developments come, within the last 100 years, so we're quite early on. I completed the stage again. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, I'll do another stage, and then I think we'll probably call it quits here. Driving home for Christmas. It's all looking a bit samey now, isn't it, really? I think as soon as you've seen the first 4 stages, although it's getting a bit more compact there, there's something dancing on the ceiling. I wonder if it's Lionel Richie. Some people might have got that reference. If you did, comment below. One of those ones where I come back to it months later. Someone says Lionel Richie stuff. Anyway. Ooh, what a feeling. Yeah, let's come on. Back into the sunlight again, into the desert, in this road of death. This must be near the end now, surely. Let's go around these pyramid-y things. Traffic cones, are they? Might be roadworks going on. Even in the future, there's always going to be roadworks, possibly being done by robots instead, as everyone's out unemployed because of robots have taken over. Chigoom, chigoom, chidoo. I wish it could go up and down, this ship. It is a bit planted to the road. Oh, it's a ramp. Yee-haw! Through there. That's the end. It must be. Kaboomo, kablamo. Doo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Stage 7. I think we'll leave this game here. I hope you liked having a look at that game. It was Eliminator, published by Hewson Consultants 1988 on the ZX Spectrum 48K. If you've got any comments about it, then please put it below, or any other similar games. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.